Peace, kings and queens. I pray that you've been doing well. I know it's a lot going on, but God is still God at the end of the day. So the last time that I had a moment to really do a testimony, because that's how people are transformed. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to challenge myself and just share more and more. Hopefully someone can do the same so I can be inspired by somebody else's life, right? But I was talking about my journey with being diagnosed with diabetes and just kind of what that looked like, what stemmed it, what the journey has kind of been up to this point. Well, when I was sitting in the parking lot, I was excited about walking into the appointment to see my primary care doctor. I found it interesting how doctors, or just the world of medicine in the natural sense, approach any kind of illness and how they want to make sure they go by the book. So the information she shared was good stuff, and I mean, she couldn't deny that my numbers looked great for a good period of time. And so she was hesitant to take that note as far as calling me a diabetic, and then wanted to do the pre-diabetic type of a thing. I'll let you figure out what you need to figure out in my head. I already know I'm healed. And so there was another blood test just to test something I can't remember, because it's been about a month now and I've had a whole lot of life go on since then. And I plan to because I'm back on track with some stuff, and I'll just go get that done. It's not an issue. But she just kind of wanted to, I forgot what it was that she wanted to check. That's how unimportant it was. But she wanted to also put me on a medication that would be preventative in a sense, like to ensure that numbers stabilize as to not go back into a diabetic state. And I'm thinking to myself, so I haven't been on medication for some months now. And before then, I was only taking, I was only functioning off of the fourth of what the instructions stated because of just how well my numbers were doing. So clearly my body is telling you that I don't need medication, so I respectfully decline, but we will continue to monitor because I'm doing that anyway, which was a great part of the conversation. I did respect the fact that she wanted to bring knowledge to me, but I also knew the enemy was trying to have me still stuck in that space, so I ain't claiming that, and I wanted to share that. But I am going to be responsible, because who doesn't? Me turning 46 this year, I need to make sure if we keep it together. I got many years ahead of me, more ahead than I do behind me, because I got work to do. But anywho, I wanted to share that because I'm like, even in the midst of your victory, there could be little tests within to kind of see if you really want to attain it, or you just kind of, whose report will you believe really is what the testimony is. I choose to believe the report of the Lord. So I decline having that medication. Like, why would I get on something? And I'm not paying a copay for something that I already know. I choose to let me learn how to live a lifestyle that's going to keep my numbers. Let me do that. I'd rather do the work. As lazy as I can be in some things, I'm not a pill popper, so I'm not just going to hop on this. I do well to take this multivitamin the Holy Spirit told me to take, and that's the only reason why I keep taking it. Because, but anyway, I wanted to share that part of it. Like, I thought initially going in, I thought it was going to be in the way that I wanted it. Like, yay, all right, so we're not that. Because the last doctor I talked to was pretty much like, are you even a diabetic? And I'm like, right, even though you leave it, let's go with that. Anywho, it still didn't stop my progress. It didn't change what's going on. It changed nothing. It didn't nothing. So, the long story short, what I really wanted to share was I still claim my victory, but the message in that is it may not be revealed in the manner that you would expect it. The journey even itself, like, who wants to take insulin shots? I'm not a fan of needles, but I'm not scared of them. But who wants to do that? And so I'm going to do everything I can to not do that. And for me, that means I'm going to try to remain being a light. I'm going to rest in Most High. I'm going to keep positive people around me and shut down negative naysayers, even within myself. I tell myself to shut up on a couple things a couple times a week. Shut up, Keisha. Shut up, Keisha. Because I don't feel like running through my mind, because I already know what it's going to do. I'm gonna be upset at the person I'm thinking about. I ain't got time for that energy, because it's not gonna pay my bills. How's that gonna put some gas in my car? Okay, I gotta go to work. Anyway, yeah, so like just staying focused on just knowing what it is, and it may be a little tough to hold on to that at times. I struggle with it every once in a while, but I activate my faith crew and I lean on where my help is, and I know I have support, and that's just what I do. That's what we do. Just keeping it plain and simple. So from that, I just want to encourage anybody that's dealing with a medical issue, a mental issue, a family issue, a job issue, a issue, a relationship issue, friendship. I mean, put whatever, isms, schisms, it doesn't matter. The point of it all is, what does God say about it? What does His Word say? It might not be wrapped in all fancy words or a whole monologue of telling you the very simple thing that you are healed, you are set free, you are delivered. He loves us and wants to hear from us and wants to ensure that we are remaining free as His children. So let that be your North Star when you're lost in your mind or stuck in a situation or trying to process something. Redirect yourself, autocorrect, reorder, back to the beginning, not necessarily starting over. For some it may be that, but it's really, let me be where I'm supposed to be. So if my posture is trusting, okay, let's just stay there. My posture isn't worrying. My posture isn't being sick. My posture isn't having to deal with this or that. What does God say about it? Let me see what Daddy God say, and let that be the rule over my life. And if it's something that I have to endure, all right, well, tell me how to do this, because I don't want to. But if you're going to get the glory, let's walk through it together. It changes the whole perspective. It changes how the thing fits. Because then He's right there. Like it's Him ordaining the situation. If it's something that we get ourselves into, He said, reach out, we can help. If a man has wisdom that he needs, let him ask. But just keeping it simple. It's too much chaos and noise going on around us for us to be caught up in the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, what's not going right, what's broke, what needs to be. He didn't ask us to figure out nothing. He just said be obedient. So we're to follow His instructions. And a part of that is really just taking care of our temple. So self-care, I speak on that often. That's why you see clips and stuff on my channel, excursions and things, because I'm resting. I'm seeking His glory. That matters to me. Let me bask in that so my body can reset itself. I'm going outside so I can regenerate my whole day right now. Matter of fact, my church just went on a whole fast. I love that word, whole day. But we went on a fast last week with juices and berries, it felt like. But we ate nothing and liquids, like a whole lot of no's, telling our flesh no. And honestly, this is a part of my testimony. This is the first fast I've ever been excited about. Like, who wants to not eat when you're hungry? In the minute of saying it, like, I'm ready to eat my tacos now. Lord, forgive me that it is this late, but I had to work late, so. Right. So I encourage everybody to continue to seek the Lord's glory and not focusing on the situation that you're dealing with. That way you can get the answer that you're looking for and not carry a weight that you do not have to carry. And then that's what tears our body down, tears our mind down. It just exudes the wrong aroma. Like, our aroma that we should be giving to the world is the gifts, the love that we have, even for ourselves. We should be shining just because. That's my goal. I'm trying to shine because that's the command. And also to be strong and courageous. Like, we call ourselves believers, but we got to walk that thing out. So He's checking the heart of man. He never not does that, but He ramps it up in certain seasons. He meaning God, God the Father, and just wants to be sure that we're not just providing lip service. So I don't want to just provide lip service. I'm just speaking and not just holding on to my testimony. So, maybe something or how I've gained wisdom or what I've gained or what I've saw or whatever can really help somebody. I'm going to release it so I get some more and then I can continue to pour. But don't hold on to what they may say, what the doctor may say, what that person did, what you didn't do, what you allowed, what all of the that's understood. Now what? Okay, so if you don't know, ask. If he hasn't said anything, be still and wait. What do I do when I wait? Praise. Any questions? Easier said than done, but lean in where you can get your help. Find somebody that you find your tribe. Look, pray to God, like, where I need help, or just say help. I say that often. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know. Help. Last time I said that, I had an open vision of a window of heaven and God's hand reaching down to me. Yeah. So I'm waiting on how all the things will come and manifest beyond that, because when you see the right hand of God, he doesn't come empty. And so I got my help. I got my power that I needed in the moment to press through everything that I've experienced since that time. I've been tested. But when I knew that was about to happen, my posture was, I'm expecting great. So when I see less than, that ain't what Daddy said. Let me see Kim. Where is he in this? Oh, okay. So let me stand over here. I have no clue how it's going to work out. I don't even know why this is. But what I do know is that he said I'm good. Got it. Banging on that. What also will help, especially if you're dealing with a real critical situation, is to lean on the wisdom of others that have experienced something similar. Don't know nobody? Pray about it. And then don't be scared to ask. Like, the way that life is set up, he didn't expect us to do this by ourselves. If so, Adam would still be here by himself with all the animals, the flies and the spiders by himself. Okay? But it's not good that man should be alone. We have our purpose in one another's lives. We are crafted incomplete to complete and fulfill purpose together. Man, woman, sister, brother, the brethren, kingdom. We're supposed to do it together. I am not the fivefold therein, okay? Don't want to. That's too much. But I do have some gifts. And then when I connect with you and you do your Power Rangers thing or your Transformers thing, we are so powerful. Or my gifts can help you get back to a place where you are, where you need to be. Your gifts can really help me. You know what? I really need some of this or some of that type of motivation. I need some help creating, so I'm leaning on where my artist at. What's the word from my clergy? Where my intercessors at? What God talking about? What song is blessing you now in this season? What scripture is ringing so strong in your heart? Release that. I might need to hear that. Your sister, your brother, your cousin, your coworker, your enemy. Somebody needs that. Somebody needs your smile. Somebody needs your hello. Somebody needs your it's gonna be all right. Somebody's gonna need that, just like you need it. So I know I'm in a place of need from time to time, but I that's kind of the passion that I pull from. Like, I give because I don't want you to feel like I felt through, the situation. Some of the stuff I've experienced and seen, I wouldn't wish anything on my worst enemy, whomever they may be. I don't know. But just certain experiences, like if I've been in my flesh and have anger, even with that, I still wouldn't wish it on them, because it's like, nah, I don't even want it. But I just want to encourage you just to focus on him. Focus on what he said. Lock in on, you know how you get like, you hear something from somebody and you go check in with your homie that you know is true, is going to tell you the truth, is going to tell you like it is, and be like, look, this is what I heard, this is what it is, and they be like, or and then it makes you feel a little bit better. Yeah, they got that honest from who our creator is. So go to daddy first. Get on a knee or two. Sit in a chair. Go for a drive. Pull away, steal away to a quiet place within, some place that you like, and listen. Be still and know. Be still and know. I know I said a lot. I touched a lot of different topics, but it's a lot going on. And you hear me say that, and I'm going to say that for a little bit because it is a lot going on. I just don't want to ignore it and be all so high in the clouds, because I encourage quite well, but reality says is we have to be here day to day, okay? And it's not easy sometimes, but 'tis the season, and it will pass. It'll pass. It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be okay. You're gonna find yourself, the new you, a better you. Just take your time. Move. Don't quit on yourself. Trust what he says. Don't just talk to anybody about it. Don't just believe anybody, but just lean in on what this little thing right here, this unction, and then down here, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got some stuff built in that'll tell us some things. We got to get to a quiet place and pay attention. God doesn't yell. Holy Spirit does not yell. Jesus doesn't yell. That's impolite. Because love is patient, love is kind. But don't get it twisted. He is a God of war. And he will bring justice in everyone's lives. Meaning set things straight. But remember that part too. So things are being shaken up. Things are being kind of moved and presenting itself in a different manner. It's okay. Sometimes you just gotta sit back and watch the show. But put the right glasses on, or just take them off so you can see. Look to the skies. Lean on Most High. Be well, for it as well. Reach out if you have any prayer requests or questions. I like to open that up. It's so random, but you never know. Sometimes the invitation is all that's needed for someone to be like, you know what, I do need to. Matter of fact, leaving the auto parts store earlier today, coming home from work, gentleman I met before, just having some pleasant conversation. One of the first things he talks about is, I'm glad I saw you. I want to get the address to your church. Say less. And if he don't show up, I know how to pull up to his job. No, I won't. I didn't have to say nothing to tell them about that. So I passed the information on, told them come as you are literally means that this is what you can expect. However, it's family, so we're good. Be encouraged and just be you. I'm here to help you in that journey. If you like this little message, share it with someone, subscribe to the channel, like the video. That's how I get in the algorithm of Mr. Google and YouTube and Meta and all of them, just like everybody else. But it costs you nothing to tell somebody the truth. It costs you nothing to forward a little link to someone at work. It's free. And think about how it could really free somebody that day, in that moment, just like it may have for you now. Give that to somebody else. You want to be a gift and a blessing to the world. Spread the word. All right. Love you to life. Later. Yes, until next time. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate your life. I wish all things well for you and yours. Feel free to donate or sow, if led, into this good ground. Let's continue to make an impact together, one day, one moment, one conversation at a time. Bless.